In today's video, I am going to be breaking down different 4-out basketball plays that you can run with your team to get almost a guaranteed basket. So let's get down and let's check out these basketball plays. But really quickly, if you want a very simple offense that can get you some easy baskets, make sure to go check out my complete guide to the 5-out offense that is down in the description below. Now let's get down and let's check out these basketball plays. Okay, so we're going to start with the low post player on ball side. What we're going to start with is a dribble handoff along the free throw line extended between player 1 and player 4. When this happens, player 5 is going to be now setting a screen on player 1. So basically what happens now is player 1 passes that ball to player 4. He is then going to dribble out towards that right side, and player 1 is going to roll towards the basket while using player 5 as the screen. What this should be able to do for us is now after this screen, player 5 is going to be popping out, and player 4 can make the decision to pass to player 1. He can also pass over to player 5. If this was player 1 rolling straight to the basket, player 4 could have instead went towards or attacked that high post. This can create multiple different options with player 2 floating towards that right side, where depending on defenders, we can now hit player 1, we can hit player 3, we can also hit player 2 as well. This next play, I'm going to bring up some defense because it's all about reading defense. So right now we have player 2 and 4 playing the gaps. We have player 3 playing help, and player 5 is obviously guarding player 5 blue, and player 1 is guarding player 1 blue. Now, ideally, player 1 is going to be forcing player 1 red towards that baseline. When this is happening, what we want is just a very simple screen by player 5. Player 1 is going to use that screen, and then he is going to attack the paint. Now, when he is attacking the paint, he needs to be able to read player 2 red and player 3 red, because if player 3 red comes in to then stop player 1's drive, then this would be the kick out pass, and potentially player 3 could cut as well, and he could get that pass on the cut depending on how he reads his man. What should happen is player 2 drops, and now player 2 is guarding essentially two guys at once. Player 1 could come to a 2-foot stop, fake a pass over to player 3, and then actually pass over to player 2. That is an option. However, this is all about trying to create a 3-on-2 situation where you have 3 offensive players against 2 defenders, and you can kind of then just work off of that. Another simple play that I like to run with a 4-out, now player 5 could be in the high post as well, but let's say we're starting him in the low post, is the pass across the point, and then player 5 coming up and setting the back screen on player 1, who then cuts to the basket. After that screen, player 5 is going to pop out, so now this is going to give player 2 multiple options. He could pass over to player 1. He could also pass to player 5, depending on what the read is. Now, player 2 could go into a dribble handoff with player 3. He could also go into a dribble handoff with player 5. And what I would do with player 1 is depending on how player 2 reacts. So if he starts dribbling out towards that right side, then player 1 can set the back screen on player 4. If player 2 starts dribbling out towards that left side, then player 1 could set the screen away for player 3. If this becomes a dribble handoff, then now this screen, that handoff, and player 3 attacking or cutting to the basket, you may just have an off-ball option in player 3 for that layup. If not, player 5 could hit the 3, or he could easily just attack the paint. That is another option as well. And if player 3's defender comes over to play help, then this would be a pass down to player 3 for that layup. If not, player 5 could finish at the rim, or if player 1's man who is potentially over helping and shouldn't be, this could be a kick out to player 1 as well. If you want some simple offense, however, make sure to go check out the complete guide to the 5-out offense. That's going to give you a lot of different options as well as plays that you can run out of the 5-out. So definitely go check that out in the description below. Anyways, I hope that this video has helped you. If it has, hit that like button and subscribe, and I will see you guys again in my next video.